Thank you, Campbell County High School. Good morning, everybody. My name is Bart Peterson. I'm the athletic trainer at Palo Verde High School in Tucson, Arizona now. Thank you, Ms. Sust, for the invitation to share some time with you all in your class today. What an amazing opportunity for me to come back to Gillette, even if it's virtually, and spend some time with you all. Just so you know a little bit about me, I worked at Campbell County High School out there in Gillette from 1990 to 2000, and during that time we won like 75 state championships in all sports. I met my wife Corey there, and she was a former student there at CCHS who came home from college for the summer, and we met while she was home from the summer, and we've been married for 30 years now. While we were there, we had 3 kids, all of whom are now married and moved out and college or working and whatever else. We have 4 grandkids, and then we have 2 other kids that are so there's 5 total there. And the last one is a junior at the local high school here, so the 4 grandkids and the 3 kids or the 5 kids. And the hardest thing we've had to deal with through this COVID thing is not being able to hang out with them. So like we actually have scheduled a drive-by where my daughter and her 4 kids are going to drive by the house today, and we're going to wave and give them a goodie basket and maybe some cookies or cinnamon rolls or something to take home with them. So we're trying to keep us healthy and trying to keep them healthy, and then they live with their other grandparents, and they're trying to keep their other grandparents healthy as well. So when I was in Gillette, I was the first teacher to teach the sports medicine class that you guys were in. The first year that we were there, we were in the athletic training room right there by the gym, and then we moved down the classrooms by the weight room. Whoops, wind came up and blew my notes. Down by the weight room. Then we moved up to a room in the library, and then moving to the library, we Skyped essentially. We had a virtual class between your school and Wright High School, and they had a full classroom down in Wright and a full classroom in Gillette, and we did the classes via that classroom. And the cameras and microphones, so every student had their own microphone. And there was multiple cameras in the room here, and there were multiple cameras in the room in Wright, and they all had microphones as well, and we had class that way. It was kind of an interesting thing to have that going on for me 25 years ago, and then now have that going on again here with the way we do our classes here. So I'm in my backyard right now, and you're listening to the wind chimes blow a little bit in the breeze and that kind of stuff. Since I left, and you probably heard a truck drive by, that was a UPS truck. Since I left Gillette in 2000, we've been back up there a couple of times, and wow, has it changed. Something that I need to let you know, I've traveled all over the country. I've traveled and I've visited schools in man, I don't know how many states, a lot of states. But you guys are so blessed with the facilities you have and the way the community supports sports and athletics and anything it is that you want to do. If you want to become a doctor, they'll go out of their way to help you. If you want to be a lawyer, they'll go out of their way to help you. Just athletic trainer, they'll go out of their way to help you do what you need to get done. So you have an extremely supportive school system and community, and they will do whatever they can to help you be successful. Excuse me. So, and boy, I tell you, speaking of change, your life and your world has changed upside down a little bit too. Maybe not as much in Gillette as it has maybe here where I live in Tucson, Arizona, where it's a little bit more, the COVID thing is a little bit more prevalent, but I still keep up and I read the news record every day, pretty much. I'm telling you, you're blessed being in Gillette, and you're blessed being in Wyoming, and you're really blessed being in the United States. But now you kind of feel like the rug has been pulled out from underneath you a little bit. And you know, who's going to do this and that, and how are you going to have graduation, and how are you going to have prom, and all those kind of things. And I get it. I get it. We're not having sports anymore. We don't have school except for virtually. There's no prom. There's nothing here at our school. We're doing some things with our school to do some maybe I guess you'd call them innovative or cool things for our kids. But it's kind of a interesting thing. 25 years ago I was teaching virtually online to write. Now I'm teaching virtually from my living room of my house, or my backyard. As you can see, I'm out here today. It's supposed to be 90 degrees here today, by the way, which means it's a little bit warmer than you all. And that's one reason we moved down here, is because of the heat or the cold. We played some football games out there at 50 below zero, and so I understand what it's like to be out there and be cold, and that's one reason we moved down here, so we wouldn't be as cold anymore. So I want to introduce a book to you. The book is by Stephen Johnson. Make sure it gets in the screen over here. It's called Who Moved My Cheese? And if you get a chance to read this, or there's a couple of videos made of the book on YouTube, I strongly recommend you to read it. It'll only take you about 30 minutes. Then I want you to look into your life and see who you are. Are you him? Are you ha? Are you sniff? Are you scurry? What is your character, and who are you? And how do you react to change? And what I need to know, not that I need to know, what I need you to know is that the way you react to difficulties put in your face and in front of you, and how you react to those things, defines who you are and how you are and what you are. And it's important for you to react and go out and grab a hold. Every challenge is also an opportunity, and make sure you take care of that opportunity. Take advantage of it. By next week, we're supposed to be about 100 degrees out here, and so I told you we worked cold games up there. One football game we worked was a semifinal game. It was down in Laramie. At game time, it was minus 48 with wind chill, and minus 21, just regular temperature. And sometimes on game time here, we have 110 degrees at 7 o'clock at night. So there are good and bad things in every change, and you can find the good and you can find the bad. It just depends on what you're looking for. And I would encourage you to focus on the good. I want to tell you, I just got off two conference calls this morning. As much as you think the world has changed in the last month or so, it's going to change more. It's not going to go back to the same way it was, and if it does, that means we've failed. We haven't taught you anything, and we haven't learned anything. We haven't made any changes to make the world a better place. So it'll be different for me here in Tucson than it is for you guys up there. It wouldn't be right for me to say to you all that it's going to be this way or that way, because it shouldn't be the same. We're in two different places, and your leaders up there will take care of you up there. My career as an athletic trainer is not defined by the number of games I've worked, or whether it's hot or cold for a game. It's defined by those that I've been able to grow and love through my career. So, I love playing soccer over at Bicentennial Field. You guys don't do that anymore. I love having graduation out at Camplex. I have a picture of myself holding the reins of a camel that came over from the county fair. We were out behind the stadium. I lived out in Westover. I lived down by Thunder Basin. Remember how I said we won 75 state championships in those 10 years I was there? Those are pretty cool and significant things, right? To win state. But they pale in comparison to the friendships I've made, the people I've met, and the people who've affected my life. You and how you treat others will make a difference in somebody else's life. And they will have that same profound impact on you. They'll be able to, you're going to reach back and you're going to remember that trophy that you won, but you're going to remember your friends that were on the battlefield with you, even that much more. So take advantage of your opportunities to succeed, grasp every opportunity you can make difficulties into strengths. Lastly, and this is now and as always, I need to be very serious with you for a little bit. I want you to know that you're loved, you're valued, and there's going to be a time in your life sooner or later that you're really not okay, and you need to know that it's okay not to be okay. It's okay to have struggles, especially right now. It's okay to have difficulties. It's okay not to feel right. It's all right. And if you think that it's not all right, then you're in for some more learning that's going to be ahead of you. You all would help someone else out if they were having trouble. I know you would. If your friend was having trouble, then you would do whatever you could to make sure that they were okay. And I need you to know that they would do the same thing for you. Your teachers would do the same thing for you. Administration would do something for you. I could probably call 10 or 15 people in Gillette right now if I knew that there was somebody that was in need that would do something for you, whatever you needed to get helped out. So what I need you to do is when you're not okay, you need to tell somebody. You need to talk. You don't need to, do whatever. You just talk to somebody and let them know you're not doing all right and talk it through. And they'll probably tell you that they're not okay either. Maybe not at the same time, but there have been times in their lives that they've not been okay too. It's okay not to be okay. And it'll last for a while and it'll go away and then you'll be all right and you'll be able to help other people. I wish that I could talk to you a little bit more about some things that I've learned about people. I've done some really cool things with my life. A lot of it is because of the opportunities I got when I started up there in Gillette, and the school district was really good to me. I will tell you that the camels, they play really well into my life. There's about 25 athletic trainers across the country that wear this hat occasionally, and they do it in honor of you guys. I made hats for some friends of mine, and they got a special edition camel hat. I had people talk to me on Facebook last night about the time I wore the camel thing, whatever. They know you, they love you, you're well known. But what you need to know again is it's the people that I met that made the difference, not the opportunity that I had. So get involved in what you're doing, sink your life into it, live it, love it, learn it, make sure that you're doing what you need to do to make yourself successful. So again, there's another video along here. I don't know if Masseuse played it first or if they played it last, but I made another video of my school and the facilities at my school. I kind of broke in the other day. We can't go in to the school without having supervision, but I went in and made a video for you guys so you can see what we have. Again, your facilities are so much above ours, but I am proud to be a Titan, a Palo Verde Titan, but I'm also proud to be a Campbell County Camel as well. So have a great day, and I look forward to talking to you hopefully in the future.